Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Living your best life. Right now I am in my house in Bohol. So hopefully you watched the other video because this one will make more sense on 4 reasons why Cebu is better than Bohol. So this one is 4 reasons why I think living in Bohol is better than Cebu. And I have a reason for doing these. Somebody commented on the last video, why would I compare Cebu to Bohol? Because they're very different. But that's coming from a Filipino. If you're an American or a foreigner from any other country other than the Philippines, the way I did my research, and I'm sure because you're watching this video, that's the way you're doing your research, is we watch videos. There's only so much information you can gather from reading, right? And reading articles. What I did probably 6 months before moving here was I watched tons and tons of YouTube videos on guys and girls that have lived in the places I was looking at. Originally I started with Thailand, and then I looked at the Philippines, Vietnam, a couple other places, some European destinations. So that's how I did all my research. So these videos I think are extremely valuable to get the people's perspective, unbiased, that are not from here, that have moved here, and then can make a direct comparison. So I've been here going on a year now, and like I said, I lived in Cebu and I lived here, and I actually go back and forth between Bohol and Cebu because I still do have a condo over in Lapu-Lapu in Mocktown, Newtown. So I definitely can give you that perspective, and I've traveled around a little bit in other places. So all right, so having said that, I think Bohol does have a lot to offer. And like I said on that video, I spend most of my time actually here in Bohol now because of that. So number one is traffic. And that might not sound like a big deal, but to me, I like to ride the motorcycle. And I really enjoy that. I like getting out and just driving, and I like the freedom, and I like the ability to go to the grocery store and to be able to explore different places and things like that. And over in Cebu, the traffic is so bad. I mean, so bad. You really don't want to drive. I had the motorcycle over there, and I did drive. I drove around Cebu City, and I drove around Lapu-Lapu, and went to the malls and did different things like that. But honestly, it's just terrible. It's stressful. There's accidents everywhere, and I talked about this on other videos. The driving here, you can't even comprehend it if you're coming from another country, like how bad it is, and no laws and regulations, etc., etc. In Bohol, there's a lot less traffic. I mean, a lot less traffic. The only place you really have traffic is down by Alona Beach, and that's a really small section of traffic, and then in Tagbilaran in the city. Other than that, I've been to literally one end of this island to the other. I've been around the entire island in a circle. I've been in the different provinces in Bohol. No traffic here, and it just makes it much, much more enjoyable. So this is the big one for me. I call it beach life. And by that, I mean a couple different things. Obviously, that's why people come here to Bohol, is for the diving, the snorkeling, and the beach life. Alona Beach kind of sucks. I've done videos on that. You can check them out. There is a really nice beach that's about 5 minutes down the street from where I live right now. And we go down there several times a week, actually. I was hoping to go today, but it's raining. So that to me is a big, big selling point. There's a private beach in Mocktown, Newtown that is available to a couple of the condos. It's terrible. And by terrible, I mean absolutely terrible. It's rocky. It's terrible. It's really small. It's probably 50 meters wide. Has a pretty view, but the beach itself is just absolute crap. So here the beach is actually really nice. White sandy beaches. It's very pretty. The water's crystal clear. And also just the entire vibe that goes on with the, like I said, the beach life, right? It's a very laid back atmosphere here. Kind of what you would think of when you think of the quintessential beach town, right? Everybody's wearing flip-flops and shorts and tank tops 99% of the time, even when you go out to dinner. And just a very laid back vibe. And it lends itself to that here because it's just, the beaches are here and outdoor activities, just much more so than Cebu. So that kind of fit, I guess, my vision of when I thought about moving and living in the Philippines. what I pictured in my mind was more was more of a beach style life. I didn't picture moving to the Philippines to just live in another version of an American city, because I could have kept that in America, right? Like there's 1,000 US cities that are wonderful to live in and cleaner and more modern, et cetera, that I could have stayed there and had that life. That's not what I wanted. So when I pictured the Philippines, I pictured more the island life, I call it. So the beach life. And the other big one, and this goes along with that, would be the outdoors. Here in Bohol, and I haven't posted many of these yet, but I think we've been to about 8 different waterfalls here. They're all over the island. And I mean beautiful, beautiful, picturesque waterfalls. And they're fun to go explore. The water's usually crystal clear. It's just a great little outing. Most of them are either free or like 50 peso entry fee. And it's just fun. We'll load up the motorcycles and go check out waterfalls. Sometimes you can hit a couple different ones in one day. So there's just a lot more of that to do. Cebu has those things. I'm not saying they don't, but they're really far. Like if you're living over in Cebu City or you're living in Lapu-Lapu, you have to drive hours to get outside of there to get to a lot of those outdoor type destinations. So it's just much closer here. A lot of the waterfalls are within an hour drive from right here in Panglao. So if you're into outdoors, you're into scuba diving, you're into snorkeling, you're into exploring waterfalls and hiking and doing all that kind of stuff, there's actually a little bit of mountains here. I wouldn't call them mountains, more like big hills that you can hike also. So just a lot more of that type of stuff. So, and then the other one is, and this isn't substantially different, but prices. My condo in Mocktown, Newtown is 30,000 pesos. That's not counting electric, internet, and water, and the condo dues, which add up. Electric is really, really expensive for some reason. It's over 10,000 pesos at my condo. Internet is about the same as it is in Bohol, and the water and condo fees are much more at the condo. Here in Bohol, my rent, and I have a 1-bedroom condo. Really nice 1-bedroom. I've done lots of videos there from my balcony. It has a great view of the water and the mountains, and it's an amazing view and pool and everything like that. Here I live in a 2-bedroom house. My rent is 20,000 pesos a month. My electric is substantially cheaper. The fees here are substantially cheaper. So I'm paying 10,000 less a month pesos, which is about 170 US dollars a month. But that's a good price difference. And I have a 2-bedroom house here, and it's a really nice house. It's totally remodeled. No one ever lived in it. It's brand new. So it's a great deal. You could find those over in Cebu, but they're just a little harder to find, and rent over there is generally going to be about, for decent places that most of us in Western countries are going to want to move to, are going to be about 25,000, 30,000 pesos. Over here, you could find really nice places like this for about 20,000. So a little bit cheaper. Food's about the same, of course, things like that. So yeah, I hope that helps. And the way I can sum it up is, having lived in both places, I much prefer here than I do Cebu, because of that's just more important to me. I don't care much about the conveniences. The grocery store is literally 5-minute scooter ride down the road. There's sorry stores that are probably a minute outside of my complex. There's stores all around. The mall is actually much closer here. I can get from my house to the mall over in Tagbilaran in about 20 minutes. When I was over in Lapu-Lapu, it took me an hour to get to the big ICM mall or SMC side, just because of traffic. So what I'm saying is, the benefits of Cebu, of the convenience and the ability to kind of walk a lot of places and access to certain things that maybe I don't have here, that doesn't outweigh the benefits. And for me personally, because I like much more outdoors, I like the beach vibe, I like the laid back environment here. So if you're looking for that sort of vibe, I would much steer you towards Bohol or somewhere like Bohol, a smaller island type beach environment than I would like a Cebu City or a Manila or a BGC. Having said that, I am planning on doing a BGC and Baguio trip coming up probably in September or October, right around there. So I'll document that. I'm probably going to spend like a week-ish in both locations and kind of do some comparisons of all these different places and do some videos on that kind of stuff. So that's my goals, like I said, just to help you guys. And I said this on another video, but I would do short-term rentals in hindsight. 6 months is probably the longest I would do unless you're absolutely 100% sure you are head over heels in love with a certain destination. Because I do want to check out Baguio. I think it has a lot of benefits I may like, and some certain things I may not like because you don't have access to beaches, obviously, over in Baguio. But I think the weather and certain things that I am going to like over there. So definitely planning on checking that out. So I can't move, though I'm locked into a lease here right now for the next 6 months. So yeah, my advice would be do 3 to 6 month leases at first, just to check out certain destinations and go check out certain destinations, because you're going to find, honestly, that you like certain places more than others. So I wouldn't settle on anything. I definitely wouldn't lock yourself into buying something right away, because they really try to pressure you into buying condos here and all that kind of stuff. So all right, I hope that helps, and let me know if you have any more ideas and destinations. I still got tons more places I need to go and check out. And so like and subscribe and keep following the channel. All right, hope that helps. Thanks.